What up, world? You're watching DJ. To my right, I have the famous James Chen, man. How you doing tonight?
Not. I'm tired. I'm tired. It's been a long weekend, but it's been amazing. So
Yeah, as you may know, we're here at final round. It was amazing top 32 in Marvel and Street Fighter. There was a lot of craziness going on. So what was your favorite part of the weekend?
you know what? This is the first final round I've ever been to, and I've never been able to make it out here, and I saw this was the 15th year. I was like, I have to do everything I can to make it out here. So if you had to ask me what my favorite part of the weekend is, I'm just going to say the whole thing, because the whole thing was so good. It was so amazing.
Very diplomatic of you. All right, awesome. So in a couple of days, we have Street Fighter Cross Tekken coming out. Do you have any thoughts on the game? Are you excited for it?
It's kind of interesting because when it was first being announced and they kept revealing all the new things about it, I honestly thought the game was just going to be I'm just gonna say I thought it was gonna be garbage.
As the rest of the community did.
Right, but here's I've gotten to mess with it a little bit. They had it at Wednesday Night Fights recently, and I played it a little bit, and I was like, okay, maybe there's a slight chance to this. But here's the thing: like everybody that I've talked to, like Mike Ross and Flash Metroid, and everybody who's touched the game and has had a chance to really sink their teeth into it, they love this game right now, and they keep saying it's gonna be the next big thing. Some people are like, this might be the best fighting game Capcom has ever made. Wow. So, I'm just like, yeah, I know. See, I'm still skeptical, but you know what? Hearing that from people like Ricky Ortiz and these people that I know are strong players and stuff is very encouraging. And, in this kind of situation, I think I said this to someone else over the weekend, this is the kind of thing that I would be more than happy to be wrong about, because if a good game is a good game is a good game. So, I am willing to eat crow on that. So.
Well, speaking of other good games, we have King of Fighter and Soul Calibur 5 and even Mortal Kombat. They're going to be part of MLG now. What are your thoughts on the whole MLG versus esports debate?
Right now, I mean, the most frustrating part to me is that they keep scheduling stuff over our events. Like one of our next majors coming up is NCR, and there's an MLG event that same weekend. Yeah, so, a lot of, for example, NorCal has had a very strong King of Fighters scene. And because at SoCal Regionals, we had the NorCal SoCal 5-on-5, and it was really hype. But now at NCR, they are, because of the money in the MLG, I think a lot of the players who are at the SCR event for NorCal, SoCal, I think a lot of them are going to go to the MLG event. So it's causing this kind of problem here. And then I'm also worried that, these MLG, because MLG, I mean, even Sundance admits this, that MLG is a business first and foremost, right? And so these games like King of Fighters, Soul Calibur, Mortal Kombat, I don't think are going to do as well for them as, like, obviously, like StarCraft and such. And so, you heard they just dropped Halo recently, right? And Sundance even came out and said, I don't want to drop it, but it's business reasons kind of thing. And so I'm just worried the same thing's going to happen to King of Fighters, Soul Calibur, Mortal Kombat. And then is the scene going to be like, oh, we're used to the big payouts, or how is it going to affect the scene?
So with that said, do you think the owners should stay on the community to run the Capcom events, since those are the biggest and they have the most, I think they're the most lucrative at this point? Would you want them to stay with the community just so, God forbid something bad happened with those games, they're not as popular anymore, that MLG just wouldn't drop it and forget about it and leave it for dead?
Yeah, it's really hard to say, because the thing is, like, I've been playing Street Fighter for like 20 years now, like longer than anybody else, like. But so I mean, I've seen it kind of in this grassroots field forever, and I would love to see it grow to something bigger than that, so while I'm wary about the MLG stuff, I would still like to see it grow bigger. Obviously we're still trying to all figure that out, so whether or not it stays with the grassroots and the communities and all this stuff, it's really hard to say right now, because if I had figured it out, then I would be implementing it right now, right?
You'd be Sundance, basically.
Yeah, exactly. But so, I mean, we're still trying to figure it out right now. And, the Road to Evo stuff, I mean, the whole point of that is to promote other tournaments, get people to go to these other tournaments and stuff. So we're doing what we can to try to build up this community to the best of our ability. And, who knows where it's going to go, but I'm very optimistic right now. So yeah.
That's awesome, man. So I just want to thank you one last time for spending your time with us. And is there anywhere that people can find you, just in case they don't know?
You can find me on Twitter at jchenzor, and then also Ultra David and I are doing weekly shows now on Monday and Tuesday. So you can find out all information about that at Ultra Chen TV. And yeah, so.
All right, at JC Henser. It was it was nice spending time with you. All right, man. Appreciate it, man. Talk to you soon.
All right.